So this is the new intake right here. Goes in just like this.
Yep.
High flow performance, custom performance.
Take the battery out, you put it in the back.
Yeah, you don't even worry, you don't even need the battery actually.
No,
and then you got your, this is the snorkel that goes through the hood. So we got to cut a hole in it, and then it snorkels out so you get maximum cold air. This is super duper cold air.
Yeah,
intake.
the filter actually sits on top, like right here. Just
it doesn't interfere with your view at all.
No, it's fine.
You take this air box out and you can actually just throw this on your exhaust so you can filter your exhaust on a smog day.
Yep.
It's good to go.
Okay, so what we're actually doing is we're going to be replacing the charge pipe. So I've been running the stock one on my big turbo, and you guys probably remember from a few videos back, it kept popping off. I did the hairspray trick, but really didn't get a chance to actually try out to see if that would pop off. Only because I was in the middle of moving and I just didn't really want to deal with having to put the charge pipe back on, especially when I had the, where do you put it? The CPE kit already just waiting. So I figured I'd just kind of baby it, and so now it's time. Moving's over, so I'm gonna put it on today. What did you discover?
Hey, I didn't know what these guys were for. I was like, hey man, what do you need these? These are all T-bolts. Can't put them anywhere. And I remembered that the charge pipe attaches to the bottom of the engine. Oh yeah. Ziggy! What's up? We're trying to get them boosted shirts.
Alright, so here's the CPE kit next to factory. So definitely have much better flow when you take a look at this. The piping. Going into the intercooler, the charge pipe has this weird ass angle, so obviously I'm going to have to use the adapter and coupler from my FS Works kit. But by the way it looks, for blowing off, for at least for street use, I don't really think it's going to be a problem. I think it looks pretty solid. It looks like it's going to have that extension, hopefully, that I'm looking for. The only thing that we just thought about is we've got the vacuum fitting for the big turbo kit. We had to put that on here, so we need to move this and stick it on here.
What you doing?
Drilling a hole in the coupler to try to fit this vacuum fitting.
Why do you have to put a vacuum fitting in there? You should maybe just go watch our big turbo update and you'll find out why.
Yeah.
Playlist in our playlist.
It'll be fully explained.
Alright, so we're test fitting right now. It's going to be a little weird.
So it mounts up differently than the factory charge pipe. So the factory mount is right here. It mounts down here, at the bottom, on the transmission. And what's great is TB Performance Products traction bar clears.
Back under he goes.
That's not annoying or anything, huh? Okay, so solution still eludes us. As you can see, let me see if I can zoom in. The CPE coupler is all twisted. It's basically the lip is like right here, so it's gonna pop off right here. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's pretty secure up top, but it's all twisted and crazy angle, and we don't even have it in its proper position either. So we can't even get it in. Once it's like actually in its position and bolted down, that this kink over here is 10 times worse. So it's stupid. We still have the same freaking issue. As we were mentioning earlier, the design of the CPE pipe, not ideal, and we do have a feeling that would you call it the clocking?
Yeah, the turbo.
Clocking of the turbo also might kind of be partially to blame. So the problem with the factory pipe is that it's a little too short. So I talked to another guy who had a big turbo ST.
When we loosen this up right here
and
move this one to the end, this coupler all the way to the end right here, or like just right there, just enough bite, because we got him. I mean, in half an inch or so of play to pull that up, that might help a little bit. It might help a little bit, yeah. So it sounds like what he did is he added about 2 inches of an extension right here on the factory pipe, and it made it work just fine. So maybe we'll give that a whirl. All right, so I think what we've figured out, I don't know if I want to say figured out, but CPE's charge pipe, I think, is meant for a stock turbo and their intercooler, or the stock intercooler. Angles are a little weird. It mounts in a different place, and it comes up a little awkward on the turbo. Now I know we had issues, both Tony and I both had issues with the exhale kit on there. We had trouble getting it up on the intake and fitting it in there. Now it fit eventually with some hammering, some bending, and
take out the intake manifold.
Yeah, intake manifold, a lot of crap. And so this one, I'm not saying their products are crap, but I am saying their fitment sometimes may be a little bit off. We just tried a prototype charge pipe from TB and put it on there. It looks like it will fit a little bit better with some minor adjustments. Those will not be coming out. He's put those on hold for a long time. I just happen to have one. We just were curious to see. So what we've done, I think you told him that put the stock one back on and adjusted the coupler coming off the turbo a tiny bit.
We did put a T-bolt clamp on. That's the one adjustment we did make. So no more shitty clamp. We put a T-bolt on there, so maybe that'll help hold it. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So, you know, maybe CPE has some ideas for us and can let us know maybe where we went wrong, or if they have something to fit up to a big turbo, but this one doesn't really fit.
Okay, so I put the car back together. The new part did not go on. It did not go well. It did not work as expected, which is kind of a running theme with this big turbo kit. The upgrade's been a big pain in the ass, as you guys know from the playlist. So as O'Brien said, the CP pipe, it's kind of at an awkward angle. The coupler is an awkward angle. We showed you kind of as best as we could, like the way it is. So anyways, like I said, it doesn't work. It's not right for a big turbo. I read on the forums there were some people who were using it, and it was a 2016, same turbo as mine, no problems with fitment. Not me. The exhale kit was a bitch. This didn't go on very well. It's just kind of a weirdly designed set. So anyways, I think if I'm having a moment of honesty right now, kind of at this point, I'm thinking that if I can't get everything sorted, I think I'm just gonna pull it off the car and sell it. You know, it's been a big pain in the ass for me. Maybe it'll be easier for somebody else. I don't know, but I've had it on since September, October. Can't even data log because it blow the charge pipes off. So what I did do is I put the T-clamp bolt onto the actual turbo. Hopefully that fixes everything. But I don't know, time will tell. So I'm gonna go data log with it as is. If it blows it off, I don't know, I think that'll probably be the last time, because I just can't find a charge pipe solution. And there's nothing worse than driving this kind of a car around and knowing you can't get into it because you're just gonna blow charge pipe off. So I'd much rather have it stock turbo, that is, and have it fun to drive. That's what I'm missing. It's a fun to drive car, and right now it's not a fun to drive car. So I don't know, keep you guys apprised. And on a happy note, I mean, we were 1 for 2 today. As you saw in our last video, we did get the shark fin on there. That looks pretty sick. So can't end on a Debbie Downer. So anyways,
cars for sale also.
Yeah, we got a car for sale over here. That other white ST. So anyways, guys, you know, if you guys liked the video, feel free to comment. We do enjoy your comments, and
yes.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.